Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New England Patriots. Marr now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Check, right 54. Right 54. Danny. Check it back. 50.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Sugar. 72.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mike 5-4. Rip. Check tight. Check it.
Throwing is Brady on third down, and it's hauled in by Ben Watson. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Rush in.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's a 10-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 45. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff ball.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give to Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 47. 51 to Mike. Under. I'm here all day. Here we go. Go to 54. Why ain't? 26.
Prescott from the gun. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Hey, kill. Here we go. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 37 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Marr now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes out right around the 39. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
On the ground is Michel, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Wait, 20! Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On second down, Michelle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Brady to throw. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
To throw on third down. Brady flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. Now Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cut...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Wait, 53! Ozzy! It's Ozzy! He's not going to get me? Hey, exit! 48, come on! Better bring,
On third down, Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On third down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
We're going to 54. Hey, count. 47, 26.
Prescott on first down. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number two. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. Fresno.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. On second down now, it's Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
Wait, that. Down 80. Let's go, defense. Hey, 66. Here we go. Shit. Protein spill. Heading hit. Regular.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, 27 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here you go, 47, 26.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Check 13.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Bannon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A give. This is Michel. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jalen Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Brady escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people.
Now White lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They start on the ground with Elliott. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, an even 90 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with Michel on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Hey, high 7. Watch out. Check right 54. Right 54. Man, I got you. Joker. When he hit.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the try. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Turn 80. Watch 54. Here we go, G. Get up. Hold 50.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Wait, 29. Alpha. I got one. 72.
And it's Michel once again. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Hey, over. Give these traps. Let's go.
Back to throw, Brady. And that will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's Ryan Allen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the fourth quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensing. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
Forced out to his left. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They'll get 7 out of it, but it brings up a 4th down.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
A gain of 7, but it's 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll find Harry on the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Patriots add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Here we go, going to 54, 1 in. 51. Watch it. Here we go, 46. Go, get out there. Mike, 51, Mike, 51. Let's pick it up. 26.
A 1st down throw for Prescott.
Let's get off the field.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. Cut. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Ready.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Manning. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Got it. Mike 5-4. Drop deep. 80 weapons.
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Boy, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
I don't think there's any doubt that that was not a very good throw by Eli. And, you know, part of what happens is he's a little bit of a slinger, all right? He's going to throw it downfield and take his shots. And in this case, it backfired.
Worth noting, you remember 2007 against the Vikings, 3 pick sixes Manning had in that game, tied for the most in a game in NFL history.
So study his career. They've thrown the ball downfield a lot. That's where you'll accumulate a few more interceptions.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Hey, Roy. Mike 54.
They do go for it. It's Manning. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Hey, kill. 47. You got tight right there.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Kill.
Elliott running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 46 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. This will be taken very short. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 50-61. Matchbox lights.
Defense, keep it up, guys. 54.
Hey, zoo.
Check.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Manning. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
On 1st down, Manning. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Bravo.
To try again after the sack. Manning, and the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Manning. And Tate's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, 53 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. So now Eli and the Giants will line up and go for two. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone, and the two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Second down, Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it 21-8. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go. All right, check. Here we go. Kill. Here we go. Check.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 47. Kill. Hey. 26.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the 27-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On third down, Elliott, and an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Marr is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 46.
Out. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Under. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill. Switch it, hey. There you go.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
27.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You got nothing today.
Hey, kill.
Hey, watch it. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
Hey, 47.
Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
26.
To the air again, Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. 47. Hey, kill.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So after the INT, it's Manning. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 4.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10.
Check 43.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. 39-yard line.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
47.
He's coming. Double up.
Go. Get out there.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Hey, watch the screen.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Prescott now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, here we go.
Check Mike 21.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Watch twist. There we go. Kill.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go. Check Mike 21. Check. Hey, kill. 47.
Hey, check, Mike.
Let's go. 5-0. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Jam. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Hey, kill. We're going to 54. Why in? 26.
From the 31, Prescott, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Here we go, 47.
26, check 26.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Giants! Golden Tate, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are a two-point conversion away from tying this football game. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for two.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Go.
Mike 54. Come on.
To throw is Manning. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check. Lucky. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I'm coming.
He's checking.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, 46.
Shot. Get in the weight room.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check it backer.
Elliott spins past it. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 27. There we go. 26.
Here's Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 29 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one taken from the 7th. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's taken it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Rush in.
Go on.
Check.
And let's go.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And this time they'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Watch the screen.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one will... Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Go. 180! 53! I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork. All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Zach Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
3rd and 11.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defense.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I didn't know my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news. What I do? Lace up my
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard. Line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard
40. Go right in. Hey, kill. 47. 46.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Brings us 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Prescott to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Be alert.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
On 2nd and 12. Prescott, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Here we go. Go right in. Mike, 44. Wildfield. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 26.
Throwing. Prescott. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
4th down, Prescott. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Throw right side of the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the 40 now on second down. Foles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Here we go. 180. Tiger. Watch the pass.
A handoff to Fournette, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of block.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 9 yards on the touchdown run. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 50.
Yes.
Rip left. Rip left.
Yes. Go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Foles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?